We want to make the following Kaburoino declaration. We want to make the following Kaburoine declaration that we will support the president and his deputy to deliver on the election pledges made by Kenyans and the people of the Mount Kenya region. Nurathikiriria? Ati netugu support ke? President okay? Naigana makora okay. President okay? Nigetha arute wira afanyie wananchi kazi na pia viongozi warudi mashinani bila vizuizi yoyote. Number 2, tumesumbuana na viongozi sana. Tunasema ya kwamba tutawapatia viongozi wote nafasi, tukianzia Mheshimiwa William Ruto, Kithure Kindiki, mawaziri wote, ma-MP wote, ma-MC wote wakuje mashinani watufanyie kazi. Wasipotufanyia kazi, pesa zote za CDF watarudi nazo. Sasa nyinyi mnashinda mkiambiwa kwamba mtukane viongozi, mtukane wahubiri, mtukane nani, waweke kwa social media kila wakati, lakini hiyo ni upuzi mtu. Unanielewa? Maneno ya kushinda hapa mkipigana na viongozi haina maana hata kidogo. Haina maana hata kidogo. Nituraiguana? Hena bata kugiana na atongoria kweli? Hena bata? Ile titulekele atongoria marute wera, makarina. Tuachilie viongozi wafanye na tunasema number 3, that we will engage the government on completion of projects and marked by Mount Kenya region, e.g. Mau Road. Makarina, wewe ni rafiki ya Kindiki, si ndio? Wewe ni rafiki ya Kindiki sana ndani sana. Na wewe ni rafiki ya rais.
Na mimi ni rafiki wa rais.
Hawezi kumtafuta?
Na mtafuta nyoka yuko ndani. Nyoka yuko ndani.
Umtafute hii barabara ya Mau Road itengenezwe.
Kesho utakuwa unawaambia tumefanya 1 2 3 na imetimika.
Hii maneno ya kusumbuana na vijana hapa hawezi pigia kanja.
Hii mambo ya vijana imeisha. Na mjua mtoto wenu ni kanja, na nimeongea na yeye na amesema ako pamoja na nyinyi.
Number 4, that we will engage the government on reforms in tea, coffee subsector that one of our friends failed to deliver. Getiguo. Hithe hatire mundu waremirwo ni kubanga horo wa kahawa. Damashani. Riu tutikiaria na atongoria. Nigetha tubange mawira mariku. Na hiyo ingine ya mwisho, Uhuru Kenyatta ni kijana wetu, na kiongozi ambaye alikuwa kiongozi atakuwa kiongozi milele na milele. Lazima tutembee pamoja na Mheshimiwa Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Lazima tutembee pamoja na kiongozi Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Na yale mambo amepanga wakiwa na Mheshimiwa William Ruto, kiongozi wa taifa hili la Kenya, ni mambo mazuri na ya manufaa kwetu sisi na watoto wetu, si ndio? Ile kitu mutafanya ni kuambia watoto wetu, unajua wamekuwa so digital, warekebishe kidogo mchezo ya simu na mambo itakuwa mazuri. Kenya mzuri itakuwa kama Ulaya. itakuwa kama itakuwa kama onawe ni ugracemania mcemanio haha ungekuja hapa ni kwa sababu ya amani, na tunasema Bwana Yesu asifiwe. We senior council Ondiek, kuja ukikimbia we
Will Maina Njenga beat Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain? The people of the mountain, please let me see on the comment section whether you guys will listen to Maina Njenga or Rigathi Gachagua. And actually, let me also see if Maina Njenga is able to neutralize Rigathi Gachagua on the ground. Recently, that was a few hours ago, we had Maina Njenga holding a mega meeting at the stadium in Nyeri, at the grounds in Nyeri. This is the backyard of Rigathi Gachagua. Is where it comes from. But he held the meeting. It was successful. There was no interruption. But I was very keen to observe that most guys who were there were young men and women. Actually, were young men. Women were not there. And these people were like, they know each other. And these people were seriously listening to Maina Njenga. Who could these people be? Because I was asking myself, like, these people, suddenly, they're listening to the tune that let us now support William Ruto. Suddenly, they're listening to the tune that let's now work with the government. There were no leaders there, it was just Maina Njenga. Who are these people? Who are these people who are just listening to Maina Njenga, repeating words after him, keenly listening to him, dancing to the songs, and did not even care that Rigathi Gachagua was home? As usual in most of the meetings where we've gone to, what you have seen on social media, if you go there and mention anything to do with William Ruto, you're either booed or chased away. But this time around, in the mountain, Nyeri to be specific, where Rigathi Gachagua comes from, a meeting was held. It was peaceful. People were listening to Maina Njenga, and all these people, most of them were men. Actually, almost 99% were men. Who are these people? Will Maina Njenga be able to beat Rigathi Gachagua on the ground? Please let me see that on the comment section. The people of the mountain, because when it comes to Maina Njenga, I personally don't understand who he is. Now, from the history we know, is the former leader of Mungiki. And he has transformed severally to various characters until now he was vying for the senatorial seat of Laikipia County. He did not win. But this guy has been a menace. Several times he has been arrested, has been taken to court, and he has always been coming out stronger. So this gentleman, as we speak today, probably from the language he was speaking, Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto have sent him to neutralize the ground. This means that things are changing, because the tactics that William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta are now using against Rigathi Gachagua are serious. Now, this gentleman, he tried one time when they were with Rigathi Gachagua, when Rigathi Gachagua was a deputy president, that we let us come together and talk. Rigathi Gachagua, in his words, he said, we'll never sit down and talk with Mungiki again. Criminals, in fact. We cannot do that. Rigathi Gachagua's pride was at that level by that time. Now, the same guy rejected is being used against him. Do you think he will manage him? I'm probably thinking that probably this gentleman has been sent now to neutralize the ground. But let me ask you guys this way. Maina Njenga is not from any political party. But the statements that he was making there, all of them were early to support William Ruto. Do you think he has been sent by William Ruto? And what is the agenda? Do you think he'll be able to neutralize the ground? According to me, no. One thing we have to agree, it is that the most vocal person right now we have from the mountain is Rigathi Gachagua. And then Nyoro maybe. Rigathi Gachagua speaks the language of the people, the language of pain, of instilling pain in people, making people know what they need to do. And then Nyoro is the language of leadership. But now the one that is being counted for, it's that one for Rigathi Gachagua, where he calls himself that's a functional leadership he's offering. And that language, there's nobody who can beat him. There's nobody. There's no one who can beat him. Because the only person who can almost come to him, it is now Uhuru Kenyatta. But he's not in active politics. So that means Maina Njenga cannot manage William Ruto. I mean, Rigathi Gachagua kwa ground. He cannot. The only thing that Rigathi Gachagua must borrow from this event is one: the people who attend his functions, events where he is, are not easy people to deal with. He must know that it is now serious. It's now serious that the ground is not easy. Whenever he goes to any place, let there be good security. Let him also try his best to avoid some of the functions. Because what I saw at that ground, Maina Njenga taking through the people there through a certain declaration, Kaviroin declaration, that means Rigathi Gachagua must be careful with the people who are in the ground, particularly in his events where he's going to talk. Every chaos that comes up, every chaotic event that is witnessed there must be taken with a lot of seriousness. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Because we know what Maina Njenga can do. And that means Rigathi Gachagua must be very careful. The Kenyan politics, it's becoming rugged, particularly in the mountain. Rugged. And another thing that Rigathi Gachagua must learn from there, he needs friends. He needs more members of parliament on board, more senators, and more blessings from other leaders. Most importantly, he must portray the language of leadership that the people of the mountain can project him as a potential presidential candidate, because he's yet to be put there. I personally don't see him as that category, but I see Ndindi Nyoro in that category than any other leader in this country. So therefore, it's ideal that Rigathi Gachagua is keen on that. Another thing, probably Rigathi Gachagua now must know the people to have on board early enough. The moment Uhuru Kenyatta took Mutahi Kagwe, took the former MP for Laikipia County, that is Nderitu Mureithi, took Kabogo. These are rejectees of the people, but the fact remains they are politicians. Their impact might not be so big, but it's significant. Therefore, Rigathi Gachagua must also avoid just speaking, but also indulge the people, include the people in what they're doing closely. Bring on more leaders, because if he thinks he's too smart, that is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Because the kind of mobilization I saw in Maina Njenga, the plan that I saw, the declaration that they made, that was a serious signal to Rigathi Gachagua from President William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta combined. I don't know you guys what you think, but kindly let me see on the comment section on what you think on Maina Njenga's plan.